Commissioner Gale?
I'd first like to begin by acknowledging some of the successes the county has had in generating efficiencies when it comes to utilities and energy. As mentioned, the Peter Wentz farmhouse and the geothermal system that was installed there, and the wood fire boiler at Green Lane Park, and the savings about $10,000 a year that were generated there. I have doubts and concerns relating to the long-term impact of this. This resolution not only includes a working group of county employees that will review these types of plans, but also a goal, a very ambitious plan, to reach 100% renewable energy for electricity by 2035 and for heat and transportation by 2050. That's an ambitious plan with an ambitious price tag for the taxpayers. And I don't feel comfortable due to unforeseen costs that may not be factored into future capital budget plans, whether it's our 5-year capital plan or future capital plans to come. For example, currently on the books is the most costly capital improvement project in the history of Montgomery County with the county campus renovation project. I've been a very vocal critic of the expense of the new Justice Center and the renovations involved with this county campus project. My fear is that this type of resolution down the road could lead to future costs. For example, with the new Justice Center, if I start hearing things like we need to spend X million more dollars to put 200-foot solar panels on the roof of the new Justice Center, or X million more dollars to put a green roof with grass and trees on the roof of the new Justice Center, I'm going to have an issue with that because I already believe it's far, far too costly. And, you know, it's many times, whether it's the 2007 Climate Change Action Plan or this resolution, it involves a lot of political posturing. And the Sierra Club was very highly involved with lobbying this to go through. It's a very highly political, partisan organization. And what these type of resolutions do often are placate to the liberal hysteria over climate change. It used to be called global warming. The facts didn't back that up, so now they call it climate change. And that's what this plays into. So I'm not comfortable with supporting it. I think this is going to lead to future additional costs and ultimately future tax increases for taxpayers across Montgomery County. So I think it's very important that we save and create efficiencies when it comes to energy providers and utilities where we can, but I think we're going to have a tremendous spending problem to back this all up. You know, the $15,000 charging stations for electric vehicles in Montgomery Plaza's parking garage, that was backed by a grant, which I should remind everyone, grants are also with public tax dollars. Whether or not the county has a match or it's a state grant, it's still public tax dollars. I don't see many electric cars in the garage. I know my 2 colleagues have electric cars. That's great for them. They want to lead by example, but there's a cost to that. And these are the type of things that will lead to tax increases. So I think it's important to protect the environment where we can, but this type of verbiage, this ambitious plan for renewable energy, for electricity and heat and transportation, if I start seeing things like electric prison buses to transport our prisoners in, or sheriff vehicles that are far too costly and we don't see the cost savings until decades to come, I can't justify that for the taxpayers of Montgomery County. So that's what I think this comes down to. A lot of political posturing, placates to hysteria, and I'd rather see a working group of county employees that focus on reducing the cost of the expensive Justice Center and county campus renovation project, where a county group of employees work to create plans for cost containment measures related to that project. So I will be opposing this vote, and you'll have to go forward with a roll call vote on this resolution.
Madam Chair, I'd just like to correct for the record, I drive a hybrid, not an electric car, so I still use gas as well.
Ms. Hinberg, can we have a roll call vote, please?
Chair Marcus?
Yes.
Vice Chair Lawrence?
Yes.
Commissioner Gale?
Opposed.
All right, motion carries. Thank you. Any board comments?
Yes, I'd like to separate the contract awards and do contract award number 11, the contract amendment separately regarding the EDF Energy Services. This furthers my point.
Commissioner Gale, you need to make a motion
I-
if you want to do a separate.
Okay, well, I'll do that after I conclude. This furthers my point that here we're changing our energy source to windmill power, and the kilowatt hours cost is higher. And right here in Norristown, with the Justice Center and the county campus renovation project, we'll probably use historic levels of electric and energy to construct the project, to demolish the parking plaza, demolish the Wells Fargo Bank. It's going to generate a lot of electrical energy to do that. And this would make it more costly to happen. So the timeliness of this is not good, in my opinion, due to the fact that we're going to be generating more energy right here in Norristown. So this is another knee-jerk reaction to feel good about green power, but it's going to cost taxpayers more. It's going to increase the cost of the Justice Center and the county campus renovation project more. So I would like to make a motion that contract award number 11 is done separately from the other contracts, and to move forward that way.
All right. Ms. Winberg, we'll do a roll call vote.
Chair Arkush,
Yes.
Vice Chair Lawrence,
Yes.
Commissioner Gale.
Opposed?
2-1, motion carries. Thank you.